Hi friends, my name is Kim. Welcome back to Healing Place Cottage. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so happy to have you with me today. Today we are going to make a recipe that is a little bit of a combination of a couple of things. I have sauerkraut that I fermented myself, and I wanted to use some of that. So we're going to make a slow cooker pork and sauerkraut and apple and onion recipe. So we're going to start out by slicing up our onion. And I have some really good news to share with you. This morning when I got on the scales, it was the first time that it has been shown under 210 pounds. So I've shared with you before, when I started this journey, I weighed 278 pounds, and that was around a year ago. Actually a little more than a year ago. And I started making videos in October of last year, so October 13th. I don't know what I weighed at that exact point. I wish that I had done a better job of keeping track of what my weight was at that point, but I do know that at the beginning of last year my weight was 178 pounds, and so that means I've officially lost just over 68 pounds. And I could not be more thrilled. I have shared with you that I was on the struggle bus. My granddaughter's birthday was in May, and I had a cupcake at her birthday party, and I kind of went downhill after that. I just had struggled with not eating sweets, and still doing a lot, cooking the same meals, but I was having some more snacks than I had had, and I was drinking the occasional pop or soda for those of you on the West Coast, or who say soda. My son says soda, but we did live in California for a while. But anyway, I was on the struggle bus, and I still was doing the basic things, not eating bananas, not eating oatmeal, not eating cereal, not eating bread often. I would have the occasional bread, but I wasn't having it. It's not something that's in my house. Things that are no longer in my house regularly are milk, bread, cereal. When my granddaughter's here, I will buy cereal for her to eat, but I try to get one that I don't love, so that helps. And so the last time she was here, I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which I do not love, and that was very helpful. But my point is that I had been struggling, and then I got pretty much back on track, but the scales still weren't moving. But I also have not been going to the Y, and I have not been walking. I've had more stress than normal at work, and it's gardening season, so all of my free time is typically spent in my garden or canning things from my garden. So like today, I canned using tomatoes from my garden, and I made chili con carne, which is just beans, and actually it's almost an exact replica of a dish that I made with you for the channel, which I called Ohio chili. which is beans and ground beef, onions, garlic, and tomatoes with seasonings. So I canned that in the pressure canner. And so a lot of my free time is spent either weeding or gardening or canning. And so I have not been going to the Y and walking. So the weight has not been coming off as easy. And I'm at the point where it's not going to come off as easy. I've lost 68 pounds. So I'm at the point where I have to work harder for the weight to come off. So I was absolutely thrilled. I felt like my stomach felt down this morning, and I just felt like, I wonder what the scale says. So I got on, and it was 209.8, so not much below 210, but I'm going to count it as a win regardless. The reason I'm cutting the fat off of this is A, you know me, and I don't like any of the fat on my stuff, but we're actually going to rub this with some horseradish mustard. So I'm going to take this glove off because I haven't opened this before. I just got it yesterday, and wouldn't you know, it was, I didn't realize it till I got up to the register, but it was buy one mustard, get one free, and I did not realize that, so I didn't have a second mustard. We're going to put this on here, in here, and rub it down with the mustard. It's good. Take this glove off. I wasn't sure how hot the horseradish would be, and I have gardening hands, which means I have lots of little cuts on my hands. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't set myself on fire. And we're going to take about a half of this jar of sauerkraut. It smells delicious. I tasted it. So this fermented for 3.5, 4 weeks. And I tasted it over the weekend, and it tasted perfect. So I put a seal-tight lid on it, or an airtight lid on it, and put it in the fridge. You use a type of lid that has a little hole in the top when you are fermenting it, and I changed the lid to one that's airtight so that I could put it in the fridge. And it lasts for several weeks in the fridge. So we're going to add about a cup of chicken broth. You can add any kind of broth you want, whatever you have. Go ahead and add that. Now I have this on high, and I'm going to let it cook for at least 4 hours, probably closer to 5 hours. And we will come back and check it out and see what it tastes like. Okay, friends, it has been 5 hours, and it is done. It looks good. It smells good. I'm sure if you can see that. But let's give it a taste. Let's get some apple. Some sauerkraut. The horseradish mustard gives it a little bit of a kick, but not too much. The sauerkraut is sweetened by the apples, and the onions add a great flavor. There's not anything that I would change about this. I think this is really, really good. And I have plenty to eat for the rest of the week. I'll probably actually freeze some of it. Now, to give you the nutrition facts, we're looking at 460 calories in a serving. Total grams of fat are 25. I'm wondering, was this? It was a pork loin roast. Cholesterol 143, so a little higher than what I'm supposed to be at with cholesterol, but our total carbohydrates are only 8, and our dietary fiber is 3, so that gives us a net carbs of 5. And our protein is 50. That's huge. So I think we do have a winner, even though it is a little bit high for me on the cholesterol. If you wanted to eat a carb with this, if you wanted to eat mashed potatoes with this or a baked potato, you definitely have room to do that with only 8 grams of carb, 5 grams of net carbs. So I think we have a winner. And if you like this video today, give it a thumbs up or a like. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, always diabetic friendly, oftentimes low carb like we have today, and oftentimes slow cooker, sometimes gluten-free, vegetarian, and Instant Pot. I really enjoyed our time together. I really appreciate celebrating with you my weight loss and sharing my journey with you. And if you would like to follow along, please subscribe and learn more about how I'm doing it with these diabetic friendly recipes, and even the struggles that I sometimes go through when I want to have something sweet. So I really, really enjoyed our time together today, friends, and I look forward to cooking with you again soon. Take care.